hair to the girl with the mousy hair, and her mommy is yelling no, but her daddy has told her to go, and her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she something through a sunken dream to the street with the clearest view. Now she's hooked to the silver screen. Muckety mush kiki wabu. Black medicine water. But the film is a saddening bore, 'cause I've seen it 10 times or more. Trying to remember the lyrics for Is There Life on Mars? David Bowie. I thought I'd come out here, fly the spaceship out to Mars. I know I'm not the first one. NASA's been out here many times. But, so it's no big deal. But before the show, I thought, why not? Come out, visit Mars. I can teleport down and maybe say a little prayer or something, you know. I got this crazy cousin, and she needs a lot of prayers. Her name is Cousin Missy. And, hello, Missy. I didn't know you were here. No, just kidding. Bonjour. Good morning. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning. Good morning. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning, Cousin Missy. And James Shagobe. James, good to see you. Mino Giga Jabe. You want to come down to Mars with me and put out a little tobacco? Computer, boop, boop, boop. Please set my coordinates to the surface of Mars. Boop, 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 boop. And teleport me on my mark. Boop, 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 boop. One to teleport. Make it so. Boop, boop, boop. Mars. Is there life on Mars? Yep, me. It is me and James and Cousin Missy. Wisani. Bonjour, Wisani. Good to see you. Mino Giga Jabe. And Mino Giga Jabe, John Sabe Meland. Nice to see you, John. Redbird and Dijon Nikaz. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning from the planet Mars. The red planet. I wonder if I'll see, what's his name from Good Will Hunting? And The Bourne Identity. And Ted, that actor. Ben Affleck's best friend. He was out here in a movie. But this morning, no matter whether you're on Aki, Earth, the Dybbuk Jesus, the moon, or even out here at the, what should we call this? Misqua, Aki, red earth, red dirt. It's red light, we could call it. Misqua. You know, it's probably a Misqua Jesus. If we call the moon the Dybbuk Jesus and the sun the Jesus, this could be like little red sun. So like Giza-suns or something. Misqua Giza-suns, little red sun. Because all it really is a red dot. Nobody knows what Mars is. But since I'm here, I better pray. Grab a little sema, a little tobacco. Kitchamanado. Odapana niwe asema. Accept my tobacco. Miigwech ka iji gakina gegu. Ka iji chikea nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Daga we duka wishin. Ando minowe iji gigajiba. Please help me to speak well this morning. Miigwech ka iji bamadizian. Thank you for this life. Dush. Miigwech ka bizan dawiek. And thank you for listening. Ni miigwechi wandam gitchi manado. I'm grateful, great spirit. Apenge. Amen. Oh, doggone it. I left my coffee up on the spaceship. I just started that cup too. It's nice and hot. And I don't have any way to communicate with my spaceship. I'm just going to have to call Natasha. Maybe she can pick me up. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. BOOZHOO! Hi, sweetie. Well, hi, NANABOOZHOO. Where are you calling from? Mars. Get out of here. You are not. No, I'm serious. I'm up on Mars. Remember how, like, in the 1960s, they called the president from the moon? Yeah. Well, I'm calling you from Mars. Well, that's awesome. You want me to pick you up? Yeah, can you pick me up with a teleporter? I forgot my coffee in the spaceship, and now the spaceship's just floating adrift in outer space. Well, it'll come home on autopilot, won't it? Yeah, I think it'll eventually find its way back to Earth, but can you just pick me up? I want to do a live stream this morning. Oh, okay. Okay, well, hang on. That's just one to teleport, right? Yep, just me. You're not going to bring back the Mars rover? No, I'm not bringing back Mars rover. That sounds like a dog, doesn't it? Yeah, the dog on Mars would be Mars rover. All right, one to teleport. Make it so, number one. Okay, hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome NANABOOZHOO. Hey, baby doll. Why? Welcome back from Mars. Thank you so much. I missed you so badly. Did you really? Oh, yeah. It's lonely out in space. Is it lonely in outer space? Just like John, what's his name? Elton John. Yeah, Elton John said. Yep. You know, she packed my bags last night. What was it? Pre-flight, 9 a.m.? Yeah. And I was going to be high as a kite by then. You're going to be high as a kite? Yep. Do kites go into outer space? No, I was going to be high like on reefers. Shut up. I miss the Earth so much. I miss Natasha. It's lonely out in space. Remember that time when Captain Kirk kind of spoke the lyrics of that song? Oh, when Shatner did it? Yeah, Shatner. She packed my bags. I think he was smoking a cigarette. She packed my bags last night. Pre-flight. Yeah. What a clown. But... okay. Red Z's here, sweetie. No way. Cool. Hey, Red Z. BOOZHOO. Pull up a chair. Hey, sweetie, I got you a cup of coffee. Oh, you did? Thank you so much. I forgot my cup on the spaceship. Yeah, there's a new cup. Well, thank you. Fresh coffee. Makere mashkiki wabu. Black medicine water. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Is that right? Yep. Either Folgers or, brandy. Shut up. If you want to get drunk, want to get all giwashquaby. Giwashquaby. Just to be drunk. But to sober up, atebi. 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 E's always sound like A's, like in the word OJIBWE. That's right. Atebi, you gotta sober up. Now, there's a lot of us guys who started our journeys into manhood by first getting good and drunk. Really? Yeah. That's the first rite of passage for young men, especially from small towns in northern Minnesota. You lose your innocence after your first drunk. Giwashquaby, to be drunk. How old were you the first time you ever got drunk? I don't know. However old you are when you're in the 7th grade. Like 13? Yeah. It was the summer of 7th grade. I think I was 14. My older brother and his buddies snuck me into the drive-in theater. They snuck you in? Well, they didn't want to have to pay for another ticket, so they put me in a trunk and just drove in. And then when we got in, they let me out of the trunk. And in those days, in the 80s, you go to a drive-in theater, they'd have a movie outside. And, I know you know this, but for the young people here today, they don't know what a drive-in theater is. They don't remember the 80s, man. No, they don't remember the 80s. You drive your car to this place, and then they play a movie on a big screen outside. And you could just jump around in your friends' cars and drink in the cars while you watch this movie. Smoke cigarettes, get into fights, make out with girls. Greatest place in the world. Yeah. And so that night I drank for the first time and got just drunk. On like 2 beers. But giwashquaby, be drunk. Atebi is to sober up. Now it's really good to sober up. Because once you sober up, then you can tell stories of when you used to drink. Nobody likes to hear drinking stories from a person who's still drinking. Yeah. When a guy talks about, oh man, I remember when there was this one time I got super drunk and I was driving around town just crazy and I almost crashed my car. And you go, oh, that's hilarious. When was that? And the guy goes, last night. You go, what? Oh, well, that sucks. I thought you were talking about something that happened in the old days before you sobered up. Atebi. But the word for drunk seems to describe drunk well. Yeah, I know, giwashquaby. Even saying it makes you feel drunk. Oh, ni giwashquaby. If you want to say, let's be drunk, or let's get drunk, you say, giwashquabida. Giwashquabida. Let's get drunk. You want to go out and get drunk? No. But there was a time. You can admit to your drunken days if you don't drink anymore. Hey, Dr. Evils is here. Oh, bonjour, Dr. Evils. Dr. Evils says, AA is for quitters. Yeah, bunch of quitters, those Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah. Oh, look at me. You're a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter. My mother never raised a quitter. Giwash could be drunk. Do you ever miss drinking? Not really, tell you the truth. Really? Well, once in a while, I miss the option of getting together at a bar. Maybe some of the camaraderie with my drunk friends, but not really. Because when I think about it, for the most part, yeah, I don't always get depressed. Yeah, that's the problem. You go out, you think, oh, I'm going to drink and have fun, and you end up just crying in your beer, complaining about your life to your other drunken friends. Yeah. When I finally connected that all my problems were 1 degree of separation from drinking, it got easy to quit. Really? Yeah. Like I was sick of always being broke. Well, I knew one big problem I had was that once you go out for beers, you stop thinking about money like, oh, how much is my bar tab at the end of the night? $80? Yeah, okay. That was worth it. Yeah, it gets really expensive, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, if you're buying drinks for other people and a sandwich or something, you're there for 4 hours, and by the end of the night, you're sick, depressed, broke. Then you call in sick the next day to work. Now your job's is more stressful because you're afraid of losing it. All the bad things that, I was like, if I just took drinking out of my life, so many of my problems just kind of solve themselves. Yeah. And one of the things that was encouraging when I decided to quit drinking, I heard somebody say, there's a lot of artists or people whose careers kind of took off right after they quit drinking. Like, you get this boost of either creativity, probably productivity. Yeah, productivity for sure, because you're healthier. Yeah. And that's what happened, with us. Our show, I've never been a drinker since we started doing the show. The show kind of started right after Michael quit drinking. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons, rock star cartoonist. Hey, everybody. Do you ever miss getting drunk? Nah, not really. A TB. Sober up. But whatever. At the same time, eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow we may die. That's true. I'm not judging you. Do what you like. You want to have a nice stiff, what do they call it? Vodka and orange juice? A screwdriver? Yeah, if you want to start your day with a screwdriver, go for it. The Alcoholic Rocky. What's the Alcoholic Rocky? Vodka and 6 raw eggs. You just go out running, just staggering down the street with your vodka and egg breath. Da-da-da. Drunken jogging. That's the other thing. Physical activity sucks when you've been drinking. Yeah, I know. You ever try to ride a bike? Yeah, riding a bike after a couple of beers is really hard, and you're breathing. Yeah, it's not as fun as you think it's going to be. Oh, I'm going to get drunk and then I'll just ride a bicycle around. You wear out immediately. Your balance is all compromised. Yeah, anyway. So, hey, sweetie. Yeah? You got a call on line 2. Oh, really? I better take that. Caller. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning and welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air. Oh, man. Sweetie? It's Keith Richards. Well, yeah, I know. And he wanted to call in because he'd like to learn the Ojibwe word of the day. How can you tell? I don't know how you can't. Hi, Keith Richards. You want to learn the Ojibwe word of the day? Oh, that's all right. Okay. Well, Keith, today is Friday. We call this the 5th day in Ojibwe. Nano Geesh good. I don't know, he's good, eh? Tell you something, man. I know it's not the 5th day. I come out there, hold on. What's what we have to what's good? Where's that there, isn't it? Well, I don't know when it comes to home day. He says if it his day is the 5th meant a fifth of whiskey that they would drink on a Friday. He and Mick would like to celebrate Fridays with a fifth. What in the world? Yeah, okay. You still drink fifths of whiskey?
Oh, you know, mate. Not all the time. Well, a while. Then I guess I started a little bit. That's it. Well.
He says, yeah, once in a while. Okay. So, Mr. Richards, is the band still going on, or did you guys quit after the passing of Charlie Watts?
Oh, yeah, maybe we're still on the road. I wanted to cut it. I wanted to think, but you know, hey, someone wants to do it. I mean, what's the point? You can't even let them on. But, you know, that's so now we're on the road forever. I think, I mean, I'll be on the thing, I can't hold it on stage. Well, you know, it's gonna end it.
He says, nope, they're still on tour, and that if he had his way, they would have retired long ago. But he sold his soul to the devil, and so he can't quit. And he says the record company won't be happy until they see him keel over right on stage. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Keith.
Yeah, well, you know, I guess it's everything can be. That's, you know, out of the well, they gotta look for him, you know. That's always all hell, you know, what the hell.
He says, yeah, but you have to look on the bright side. I mean, what else is he going to do? And what else does he have to look forward to? He sold his soul to the devil. After this, it's just life in hell. I can't believe you can understand him, let alone remember what he said. Well, I can translate. I'm fluent in Keith Richards. All right, Keith. Well, good luck with all that. Sorry to hear you had to sell your soul for your stupid career.
You know, it's all right, mate. I'll see your house around.
He said it's all right, mate. He was either this or get a regular job. Yeah, okay. Well, listen, Keith. Here's a phrase in Ojibwe. I will see you again. Gigawaba min. Minowa.
All right, mate. Well, I say, keep on in, anyway, mate. That's some play me on the show. Yeah, that's all rock and roll.
He says, Gigawaba min. Minowa. I will see you again, mate. And keep up the good work. He's learning a lot. Wow. Hey, miigwech, Keith.
All right, get on it.
Keith Richards. Keith Richards, what a legend. I know. Gigawaba min, Minawa. I will see you again, Keith Richards. Thank you for calling in. You know, I mean, how many days does he actually have left? He's going to outlive us all. Yeah, probably. And it doesn't really matter on our show. What do you mean? Well, people die all the time, and they still call in. Yeah, I know. I do kind of love that people in heaven are watching our show. Yep. So, let's see. There was that. Do we talk about the spirits? No, we haven't yet. All right, here's one, kids. Back in the days of the grandfathers, they used to call, Red Z, miigwech. Oh, did Red Z give us a super chat? Yeah, I think so. Everything looks different now on this. We're streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube on this new platform. But I think he just gave us a $10 super chat. Awesome! Miigwech. Take this, brother. Whilst little may it serve you well. It will serve us well. We appreciate that. Until I see you folks again. Gigawaba min, Minoa. I'll see you again. Red Z, miigwech. You're the best, Red Z. Back in the days of the grandfathers, if you went to a liquor store, it would say wine, beer, and spirits. Because the elders knew, hey, Joan, miigwech. Oh, did Joan give us a tip? Yep. Got a beautiful 5 Canadian. Is that what CAD means? I think so. I think Joan must be Canadian. Miigwech. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. But in the old days, the spirits, they understood that when you would drink whiskey or firewater, It was like a spirit would enter your body. It's like you become possessed by an evil spirit, a manji manadu. The spirits, jibayag. Jibayag. They'll make you behave in the most degraded way. It's still your personality, but it's the worst, lowest form of your personality. You know, you get all, I don't have to describe, you guys know what it's like to be drunk. The kind of women you hook up with. The kind of stupid fights you get in with your friends. The sort of food you want to eat. General behavior, you know. Most people, when they commit crimes, they're half drunk when they do that. So it is like an evil spirit enters you. It's not like a good spirit enters you and gives you power. Now, a spiritual person, manadu a dizzy. Manadu is a spirit. Manadu a dizzy is to be spiritual. That's not to take in spirits. You know, people, whether it's, you know, being in a stupid Grammys. Yeah, how about the Grammys? Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. It's just so demonic. Or channeling spirits at a shaking tent ceremony, whatever you think you're doing there. Playing with a Ouija board. All that crap. You don't want that. To be spiritual is to protect your spirit. You are a spirit. That's why people get this idea of being two-spirited backwards. Being gay? Yeah, that's what people think. Oh, he's two-spirited. He's gay. No, two-spirit is when you have an extra spirit, like it's an addiction, really. When the alcohol spirit enters you, you have a spiritual battle. You have two spirits in you. The alcohol and then your spirit. And it's like that for so many things, you know. Some people are addicted to food. You can get an evil spirit of junk food. Really? Yeah. I call it the Ronald McDonald spirit. You can, you know, because when you're a kid and you're eating McDonald's all the time, you think it tastes good. You're like, oh, there's nothing better than a Big Mac and a chocolate milkshake. But then when you go through the exorcist of not eating that whatever it is, you realize it's not even food. I can't eat McDonald's. I'm not going to eat a sponge and some sort of frozen chemistry experiment. I mean, what is McDonald's? But when I had the spirit in me, I was like, oh no, it's delicious food. And there's a lot of people, you see it. These tub-a-lards lining up to get into McDonald's. Oh, give me some more, you know, heart-stopping food. It's a maji jibeyag, evil spirits in the junk food industry. Oh, are you a conspiracy theorist, NANABOOZHOO? Yeah, that's right. They want us sick and distracted and dumb. You know, give them bread and circuses, they said. And then we can rule the world. So they give us the internet. And hilarious live stream YouTube and Facebook videos that teach and inform about the Ojibwe language and culture. I mean, how can you not watch our show? It's so entertaining. It's my favorite. You want to get up here, sweetie? Sure. All right, you guys. I'm going to turn the camera over to the lovely and talented Natasha. But first, here's a song. I never meant one word. Oh, Michael. Be quiet. one word, I never meant one word, I never meant one word I said. I never meant one word, I never meant one word, I never meant one word I said. Now you're my one, you're my only regret. I never meant one word, I never meant one word, I never meant one word I said. And I lost my job just the other day. And like everybody else, well, I got a mountain of bills that need to be paid. And I lost my way. Now I don't know which way to go. But the wind may blow and the grass may grow, and for all we know, now it just might snow. What'll I do? What have we become when the day is over and the night's begun? What'll I do about me and you? I told you before, we are so through. But I never meant one word, I never meant one word, I never meant one word I said. I never meant one word, I never meant one word, I never meant one word I said. And I'm so sorry. I'd never treat you like that again. I never meant one word, I never meant one word, I never meant one word I said. Well, now I'm bummed out. Yeah, that's a sad song. BOOZHOO! Oh, what a beautiful morning. Mika wadazi gigashabe. There's the Muka sunrise. And I never meant one word. I never meant one word I said. And I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I never treat you like that again. Is there anybody you need to apologize to? Is there anybody you feel so bad, so riddled with guilt, you just think, oh, if I could just tell them how sorry I am. If they would just forgive me, then I could forgive myself. I'm sorry! Or, you got nothing to apologize for. You know. I never meant one word I said. I cheated on you with your best friend. No. So many people let themselves get into impossible situations because they don't say, I forgot. I forgot. Armed robbery was illegal. I'm sorry. Oh, please, go ahead. BOOZHOO, Beneshiag. Hello, birds. What's going on? I just thought I'd come out and say BOOZHOO. Ikadon BOOZHOO. Say hello. Maybe put out some tobacco, say a little prayer. Nanaboozhoo went to Mars to pray. Or so he says. I suspect he might have faked his Mars landing. He wouldn't be the first, but I can't rat him out. I think he was trying to be entertaining. What if NASA was out this whole time was like, hey, don't be so mad. We're just trying to entertain the people by faking going to the moon, faking going to Mars. We'd all go, oh, okay. Sorry. We took it seriously. We didn't know it was a joke. Sunny day. All right. Asema. Tobacco. Ketchimanadu. Taka odapana niwi asema. Please accept my tobacco. Ketchimanadu mikwachka surrealist. And her interesting OJIBWE. Juminaboo wine. Juminaboo. Jumin. Does that mean grape? Or does it mean smile? Juminguani, I think, means smiles. Juminaboo is wine. Mishinababoo equals apple juice cider. Makane mushkiki wabu is coffee. Dudu shabu is milk. I love that word, dudu shabu. I'd like some milk, please. The dudu shabu. Dudu shabu. Jingaboo equals beer. Ishkode wabu is liquor, firewater for drinking spirits and whiskey. Ishkode wabu. Ishkode is a fire. And wabu is a liquid that you sip. Miigwech for all the delicious alcoholic beverages you've tempted us with over the years. You know, Jesus' first miracle recorded in the Bible was turning water into wine. The first time he finally came out and said, okay, I'm going to use my powers for good. This party's gonna suck if we don't get more wine in here. Poof. And he turned it into wine. What a lot of people don't know is that the following week, Juminguani, he or she smiles. Yeah, Juminguani. I always think of wine as being like a smiling, sipping thing. A thing that makes you smile. At least it used to make me smile a lot. Until it made me cry, of course. But what the Bible doesn't talk about is, the following week, there was another wedding. And Jesus' family was invited to that wedding too. But this time, Jesus had left town. So it was just Mary and Joseph and James, Jesus' little brother. Well, they ran out of wine. And the guys at the wedding are like, hey, James, we're out of wine. And James is like, yeah, so? Goes, well, last week your brother really saved the day. You think you can come back here and make some wine? It's like, would you quit comparing me to my brother? I can't do that. Yeah, I know. Brother's a lot cooler than you are, James. So James had to live in the shadow of his older brother. Everybody liked Jesus better. They'd follow him. And James, just a big disappointment because they were like, I was comparing him. His mother would be like, why can't you be more like your brother? So unfair. Anyway, thank you for my life, Miigwech ka OJIBWE. Thank you for this beautiful morning. Miigwech ka OJIBWE. Gigashipa. Dash Miigwech ka Bisandawieg. And thank you for listening. Sabenge. Amen. Sabe. Sabe. That's a Bigfoot call. If you want to see a Bigfoot out in the woods, Sabe. I guess it's not working. Sabe is the Ojibwe word for Bigfoot. Miss Sabe is the Ojibwe word for giant. Zibi is the Ojibwe word for river. And so I've always thought the Mississippi was actually Misabe Zibi. Kind of crunched together to Mississippi. Misabe Zibi, Mississippi. So, we only have 24 hours. I get more satisfaction from this than political stuff. Yeah. Today in politics, Joe Biden is still the president. His son Hunter, has been in the news for doing everything that every law you can kind of break. From prostitution to illegal firearm stuff, drugs, money laundering, what's that called when you betray the country? Treason. And then everybody kind of forgot about it when that Chinese weather balloon started floating through the country. People were like, yeah, whatever. What's this now? There's a big white balloon. What? How do you know it's from China? Who told you that? Never mind. We're the government. We're actually good friends with China. My theory is that was an American balloon, but it was made in China like everything else. Yeah, politics. Because the thing is that nothing ever really happens. Day after day, it's always, the world is coming to an end. The country is falling apart. We're being invaded by MS-13 through the border. COVID-19 is going to kill everybody. And year in, year out, nothing really happens. You know, oh, there's going to be an energy crisis. Oh, the climate's going to change. Oh, everyone's waiting with bated breath for the next shoe to fall. And for that final bad thing to happen. You know, it doesn't really, even 9/11 was like, kind of happened and was over in a couple of weeks. No, the world was changed forever. Yeah, kind of, and no. They told us that was just the beginning of the end. That was like 20 years ago. I'm sure World War II probably seemed like the end of the world. But time just keeps rolling on. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost a minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Proud Mary, keep on burning. Yeah. I mean, if you want to be like an optimist, you can like go back. I've decided I'm going to start subscribing to like New York Times, the Newsweek. Is that even still a thing? I'm gonna ask them to just hold it and always deliver it like 10 years late. Because if you read the news from 10 years ago, You know, you're pretty sure that by now we'd all be dead. You know. And nothing happens. It's fine. Just go back to what you were doing. It's fine. Sometimes I get all freaked out, and then seasons come and go. Politics has gotten to be a little like the Jerry Springer show. Yeah, no kidding. 3 Chinese balloons enter America while Trumpski the traitor was installed, and he hushed it up and didn't destroy any of them. Okay, what? How come the news didn't report on it at the time? You know? Why? You guys knew about this? Why didn't you tell us? Apparently there's balloons flying around. Can we believe you? What's the true story? Does China admit to sending them? What's going on? You know? I mean, is that my big question about the whole thing? Is like, is that's how they do spying nowadays? They drift a lazy balloon from 80,000 feet. What could they possibly learn about our country from that? Hey, look. Americans look like little ants from up here. Put that in the spy journal. We're learning so much about the... And I didn't even know, like, are we still separate countries and stuff like that? Suddenly they act like it's the 1950s. It's like, oh, the red dragon awakens. And I'm like, what? Really? I sort of suspected that, like, all the world leaders, they're actually all part of the same club. You ain't in it, and I'm not in it. But those guys are all friends. There's not tensions between us and Russia and the Ukraine and China, North Korea. You know, those guys are all part of the same Illuminati secret club. They get together at Bohemian Grove or something and plot evil plans that never really matter. That's the other thing. Like everybody, I heard somebody kind of turn all the conspiracies around in a good way. He was talking about how some people think, you know, the government's gonna change our DNA, gonna inject us, and then 5G towers are gonna activate robotic whatever. We're gonna be the Walking Dead zombies controlled by Big Brother or something. And it's like, you're giving a lot of credit to these bozos. It's like, those guys are not in charge of this place. This is Gitchimanadu's place. He's the only one who can change the DNA of a person. It's not going to happen. They just want you to be scared. Bohemian Grove is creepy, says John Sabe. Yeah. You know, it is. I mean, Satanism is real. There are a bunch of idiots who worship Satan. I'm pretty sure that if you're a celebrity, you probably are a straight-up demon. One of those fallen angels that followed Lucifer. You probably are, you know, I think they're 100% transgendered demons. You know, I hate to burst a bubble of anybody out there with dreams of becoming a movie star. Oh, I'm going to move to California. Well, you better be ready to sell your soul to the devil. You don't get in there on good looks and talent, you know. Or, what do I know? There's the stuff I saw on the very thing that brainwashes us. The media. So who knows, birds? You guys are impervious to all this because you don't watch the stupid media. That's why I think birds are wise. You guys are wise guys. La 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 la. I was watching a video last night. It was funny. We were talking about the moon landing yesterday. And these two guys called Too Strong, I think. There was like, we uncover the things America just isn't ready to talk about. Exposing evil. These two really, really funny, really smart dudes who talked about the moon landing. And they couldn't stop laughing as they talked about it. I remember thinking, it's so... That's part of it too. When you start talking about it, it makes you giggle. You know, because they're just talking about the absurdity of like calling from the moon and whatever. But they couldn't stop giggling over it. You guys, you know, most people in those days believed it. It just seems funny now. Namanj, I don't know how. You're asking me, will our love grow? I don't know. Namanj, oh. La di da da hoka hey. Do 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 do. Niman Wayne. Minawanig Wayne Dum. She feels happy. Are you happy with yourself? Wipe that smile off your face. Don't get smart. These are the things we tell kids. And then we wonder why they grow up to be unhappy dummies. Wipe that smile off your face. Don't get smart. Duh, okay. Put down your book. Yeah. So Friday, the 5th day, Nanaboozhoo good. We'll slide into the weekend. One thing I don't miss about the work world. On Fridays, everybody asks you about your plans for the weekend. So, what are your plans for the weekend, Natasha? Like, you got it. Like, well, do people make plans? Well, I plan on not coming into work for 2 days. I guess that's on my agenda. Otherwise, my calendar's wide open. I'm sure I'll make meals and clean and probably take a shower and go shopping and take a nap. What do you mean? What are my plans? But you make up something. Oh, you know, I'm like working on a project. Oh, I might have to go check out that new movie, that new flick. You know, whatever. And then Monday morning, it's the same stupid programmed exchange. Hey, how was your weekend? Oh, my weekend? On a scale of 1 to 10, 11. You know, shut up. How was my weekend? How did I... Oh, well, I lived it to the fullest. What do you mean? How was my week? Did I spend it well? Was I productive even though I wasn't at work? And they don't care. It's the other thing. It's one of those exchanges where your work friends, there's nothing more phony. There's nothing more phony than your friendship with your boss. How about that? Monday morning, boss. Hey, Natasha. Morning. How was your weekend? Oh, big dummy, you don't care. But I can't say that. I'll say, oh, it was good. How was your weekend? Good. Oh, good. Well, I better get back to work. Oh, good. Ugh, shut up. You can't have a friendship with a guy who's got the power to cut off your income. If your relationship is based on the favor of one guy who chooses to pay you, if he's paying for you to be there, that's not a friendship. Sorry, bosses everywhere. Your staff secretly learns to hate you for the very reason they're there. For the money you give them. No, they're not there because they believe in your stupid business. They're there for the money. The moolah. The junia. And that's why I'm here today. No, you guys. Just kidding. Hey, if you'd like to support the show, don't forget to click the links. I think I have it linked in the description box. We have a Patreon page and a GoFundMe page. And a Teespring page. I don't think we have the links to Teespring though. But if you'd like to order books by Michael Lyons, click the link to Amazon.com. And I think Michael's best book is Little Cutie, a Teddy Bear's Vision Quest. On sale now. And it is on sale, actually. I think they're only like $5 now. That's the story of a teddy bear that goes on a vision quest and meets the Great Spirit. Little Cutie, a Teddy Bear's Vision Quest. All this and more. Anyway, I guess I'll go on back, birds. You gonna be okay out here without me? It's a beautiful day, beautiful place to hang out with your friends. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Bonjour.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, you ready to come home?
Yeah, can you pick me up?
You got it. 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. No. Sunny day, everything's... Hey, baby doll.
Hi. Welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you so much. Did I miss anything really exciting here?
Now we're just sitting around drinking coffee.
Just sitting around drinking the makade mushkiki wabu.
Yep.
Is this mine right here?
Yep.
Makade mushkiki wabu, makade mushkiki wabu. Black medicine water. Everybody's got a reason to live, but it can't be coffee. No, that's my reason for living.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, Michael, row your boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael, the rock star cartoonist. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen. Nah. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
You got anything you want to add before I land the plane?
No, that's good.
Nanaboozhoo?
No, that's good.
Okay. Well, in that case, everybody, just want to say, in all sincerity, from the bottom of my heart, miigwech for stopping by and listening. Miigwech got biz and dawi egg. Thank you for listening. Dush. Miigwech gonna wabi egg. And thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO by Michael Lyons, the podcast about Ojibwe language, culture, relationship advice,
Yeah.
scientific inquiry, conspiracy theories, kiss discussions, huh, Paul?
That's right, Natasha.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Stanley.
How you doing?
And I am Natasha. This is Michael Lyons, Nanaboozhoo. and I will see you again. Giga Wabaman. Minowa. Hoa.